everyone, it's Emily here with The Small Stuff Counts. I have a really cool baby gift idea that I wanted to share with you today. It's free to make. It costs just a little bit of money to print and frame, but it becomes a really cute baby name printable artwork that you can give as gifts. Once you're in Canva, you'll see that there's a lot of different sizes of documents that you can make. They have a lot of templates that are pre-made. We're not going to use a template for this project, but I promise it's really simple. So if you go to Documents and click on US Letter, that will open up just a letter size blank page for us to work on. From there, in Canva on the left-hand side, you'll see that there's all these different menus that allow you to create your very own unique design. So under Elements, you can choose Shapes. We're going to make the large circle that's in my design that has the first name initial in it. So we're going to make a big circle here, and you'll see when you drag shapes or blocks of text in Canva, you'll get these lines that will pop up when it's centered either horizontally or vertically, and that's really handy for you to use so you don't have to worry about things being centered. So just make sure that you follow those guidelines. So once I have my circle set up here, I don't want it quite center, so I'm going to just bump it up a little bit. Then I need the wording to put in the circle. So if I go under text over here, you'll see that there's a lot of different texts. It's actually my very, very favorite part of this program is that they have a lot of preset text combinations here, so you don't have to wonder what types of fonts look good together. But for the actual initial, we're just going to use the heading font that's preset here. For this example, we're making a little gift for my nephew Caleb. So I got the letter C, and then I changed the color to white to stand out on the black circle. And then from there, I need to make it quite a bit bigger to fill the circle. So we're going to try 320 and see how big that is. So there's just that menu at the top that makes it easy. Again, I'm just dragging until I get the horizontal and vertical purplish guidelines to pop up, which means it's totally centered in that circle. And there's the C. So I think that looks pretty good there. Now I need to put the words under it. So the whole printable says C is for Caleb. So I found a really cool font combination that I liked in Canva down here. Let's see. Oh, it's the Fairy Stories one. So if you just click on any of these, they'll pop up in your design. You can move them around and adjust them. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to shrink it down just a bit and make sure it's centered. And then this little cursive part at the top is going to be the, oops, I don't need my caps lock on, is for. We're going to change that to black text. And then the next line is going to say Caleb. We're going to change that to black text as well. That's all we need for there. So then I just am going to delete out these last couple lines that were in the font template. And now I have my whole design. So that's really all you have to do. Then you can resize things and reformat them until they look good to you. And then the last step I did to just add some pizzazz and a little bit of more design to it is I created little triangles in the background. So if you go under Elements and hit Shapes, you can see that you can put in any kind of shape that you want. I just chose the standard triangle, and I'm going to make it really small, and I'm going to color it to gray. And I'm just going to zoom in so I can see these little triangles better, because what I'm going to do is create just sort of a background pattern with triangles. So when you click on one, if you go up to the top menu here, you can see you can make it copies of it that way. You can also use the keyboard combinations on your keyboard to do it. So I'm on a Mac, so I would just use Command C. And you'll see I'm just dragging these triangles all around. Now for this specific pattern, I'm not concerned about it being perfectly even. I actually want there to be a little variation, just because I think it adds a little bit of the whimsy to the design, and then it's just a lot easier to design when you don't have to worry about everything being perfectly matched up. So I'm gonna try to space these out fairly evenly, but at the same time I'm kind of going to vary their placement a little bit. So if I click on one again, I'll be able to copy more. And I'm just going to keep dragging them. So this part, it takes a little bit. But like I said earlier, once you make one of these once, you can literally just save it in your account and pull it up whenever you need a baby gift, and then you'd be ready to go. Like literally just change out the initial and the name below, and that's all it would really take to make this a personalized gift for multiple babies over the course of a year. So for Caleb, I'm doing an all black and white design because I want to do sort of like a rustic farmhouse-esque feeling design. So by going black and white, I can print it on a colored paper, and I have a really nice sort of brown crafty paper cardstock that will look really, really good with their decor. So that I'm going to print this black and white design on that brown cardstock, and then I'm going to frame it. Oopsies, I don't want that. Let's see if I click again, copy some more. So that's what I'm going to do for this one. I'll just download the design and print it out on some cardstock and tuck it in a frame. That's really all there is to it. It's not rocket science. It's a really simple design. It didn't really seem to warrant a blog post, but I've gotten a lot of compliments, so I thought I would share because easy gifts are sometimes the best gifts to give, and I know that we're always all in a hurry, and if you're anything like me these days, you constantly have some baby on your shopping list because there's just a lot of friends and family having babies right now. So this was a nice gift. I made a few of these all at the same time for a few friends and family that had babies near each other earlier this year. So this made it easy because I was able to make a bunch at once, but yet each of their gifts was still personalized to that baby, so they still felt like handmade and personal, even if they secretly didn't take very much of my time behind the scenes. So that's what I love about this project. It doesn't take a lot of time, doesn't cost a lot of money. Like literally this program is free, so your only cost is for one piece of letter size paper and a picture frame. So I picked up some frames at Walmart that I've been using, and you'll just want to get a bigger frame that has a nice mat already in it, and then just look for a frame that has a mat with an 8x10 cutout. That way you don't even have to trim down your design. So you'll print this out and it'll be an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. You won't have to cut it. Oops, I almost moved the text. You won't have to cut it at all. You'll literally just pop it in your frame and center it. So there'll be a little bit of the edges of this will be cut off because it's an 8.5 by 11 going in an 8x10 frame, but it works really perfectly. So I love that. You don't have to cut anything. You could literally pull this design up if you already had it pre-made and needed to do like a second baby gift later on. You literally just be able to pull this up one day, change the letters, print it off, stick it in a frame, wrap it up, and run out of the door to like your baby shower or baptism or wherever you're headed that you need a gift for. So there's kind of my design. Like I said, there's not really a total science to how I placed these. I just am kind of eyeballing it until I think they look kind of evenly spaced on both sides. And it looks super, super cute. Like I really love how this turned out. And that's really all there is to it. So once you are finished with your design, all you do is go up here to this download button, and you have the option of downloading a few different file types. For this project, since we're printing it, I definitely would recommend the PDF for print option. Once you download it to your computer as a PDF, just print it out. You can send it to a print shop if you want to, but if you have a decent home printer, it will print just fine, especially if you're doing a black and white design. It's just regular letter size paper, so that makes it really convenient to be able to print out at home or wherever you have access to a printer.